launching of Enagic presentation, Enagic pre-launching in Nigeria. Not only Nigeria, pre-launching in the whole Africa. Okay, so Madam Diana, you are highly welcome, and Madam Nancy, also you are highly welcome. Yeah, so
thank you very much.
It's a Japanese company. Since 1960s, technology has been on, off, and doing. It actually come to being as a result of research done by a group of Japanese doctors in 50s over special water, which is spring water. Spring water is water from the top of the rock that hit the down of the rock that actually change the molecule structures of the water. And most people that have access to spring water, they usually call it miracle water. And this is what bring the attention of this group of Japanese doctor to check the property in content in this spring water. And they collect from different countries, about 5 different springs in different countries. And after their research, they discovered that spring water contain a property that is not found in the water that we're having access to in our urban environment. And they also look at it that it's not actually easy for people to be going to the mountain to go and collect while we have a lot of hustling and bustling in the environment. And this is why they now use their brain, as God has given us brain to create things, to make technology, to do so many things. And they begin to continue on the research, and they discover that in the soil, there is this particular gemstone called titanium stone. Using titanium stone to make a plate and allow water to pass through that plate, and when there is electric shock on it, there will be total separation of positive and negative water. That is positive millivolts content and negative millivolt content. And when they check the one that is contained negative charge, negative millivolts, they discover that the same active hydrogen that is found in mountain water is in this particular one in excess. And they now name this technology Kangen machine. And the product name is Kangen water. But that is just the background. But before we go in properly, I'd like us to look at what we have on the dashboard. Here is plastic bottle. Now, in this part of the world, or in most common environment, you'll find water storage in these plastics. This plastic is actually made with a chemical called bisphenol. Bisphenol is actually a harmful chemical that actually destroys the property of the water. The longer the water stays in this plastic, the more emission that happen to it. And that emission actually make the water to become dead. And you see, the reseller of this product, when the factory produce this product, they give it to a reseller who retailer will go, who consumer will go there to buy. And the reseller usually put them in the sun so that you can know that they are selling. And when ray of light or heat on these plastics, there will be faster emission of this chemical into the water. And this bisphenol is actually responsible for the rising of diabetes and cancer in our society, from even children and adults. So we need to stop storing water in these plastics, okay, so that we can have a healthy living, because water is life, okay? The human body actually made up of 70% of water. So if we get it wrong in the area of water, then there will be a lot of diseases in our body. Now, when this machine was produced in 1974, there and there, it was only a bigger size of it for hospital to use in Japan. Okay, hospital to use to collect quality water to help the recovery of sick person in the hospital. 2, to also get water to sterilize equipment, because this technology produced about 5 different types of water for different use. Now, until 1994, they were only producing to hospital to use. But in 1994, the company produced domestic model use, which a very small size, very compact, that at the back of your bag, this computer bag can actually carry for you to move around, so that homes too can also have access to this technology so that you can have quality water. Are we following, Madam Queen? Hello, ma. Are you following? Hello.
Yes.
I want to hear your response. Your network is bad. I guess Madam Nancy is on board, but your friend network is bad. It's off.
I think it looks like she. Okay, did you just notice she's off now?
Yeah, she's not there. That was why I stopped.
Okay, I think it might be her network that locked her out.
Let's wait. The only thing is,
yes.
when we are doing recording,
okay,
it will affect the recording because we can't stop.
Okay, so it can't stop.
No, we can't stop the recording. Let's wait for her. I won't upload it. I believe. Can you chat with her?
Let me get to her and find out. Let me shut her up.
If it's your network that is bad, I'll just continue because you don't need
it. Yes. I just want to check where she is. Let me better still give her a call. I think it is a call that
you should have rejected the call.
Yes. Okay, I think she's back.
Yeah.
Sorry, please. I need to apologize for this. I'm very, very sorry.
No problem.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I got a call from my elder brother. So he was complaining that he was sick. So I was trying to tell him about this water. And
can he join us if it's possible? If he can join
I'm not sure he can join us. I'm not sure he can join us. But I was telling him about the water. I would speak to Nancy tomorrow to help me take the water to him because he's a major market for me. He's a very major market for me in Lagos there.
Oh, good. No problem. So let's continue.
Okay.
So now, the 1994, the domestic model was made for home use. And then they launched network marketing to help distribution because the vision of the owner of the company, Mr. Oshiro, is that every family need to have this technology. Okay. And until 2003, before the network now moved outside Japan, Lusaka, Japan, now open office in New York, that is in America. And from America in 2003, they were able to spread to the world that we are seeing all the spots on this map that we have today. So as of today now, they are running business in 23 countries and 40 branches around the world. But until late last year, when these young two guys came in and I met them and we started running demo and the sales picking up and the company now approved Nigeria to spearhead African branch distribution. So even the office is not yet opened, but we are just using it for seminar. Okay, so we had the first presentation there today. Okay, so we are the pioneers of this technology in the whole Africa. So that's why I welcome you to this great opportunity of pre-launching of Enagic in Nigeria or in Africa. So you're welcome. So let's continue. So Kangen water. Kangen actually is a Japanese word, mean back to origin. That is, the more you drink this water, the more you have access to this water into your systems, the more your body will slow down in aging process. The more your body will slow down in aging process. So let's continue. Now here is where they collected all this water, the group of Japanese doctors, and you can see people call it miracle water. Now, the difference between spring water and the water in our environment is that our spring water contains active hydrogen. And active hydrogen is an antioxidant water and also is an anti-aging because the molecular charge there is negative, while every other water is positive. So these three properties what we're going to check in Kangen water tonight. So my sister, just sit back and watch as we run through this demonstration. So now, active hydrogen is what is found in all the spring water that is checked. Leading doctor is called Sherry Actor, Japanese doctor, okay? So now, three properties that we're going to check. The first property is antioxidation, which is minus ORP. ORP means oxidation reduction potential. And again, it is free from oxidize. Every other water is oxidation present. Now, because this Kangen water, it is negative charge. Immediately it is negative, that means it is free from oxidation, then it is an anti-oxidation water. So when you drink this water, your body begins to slow down in aging. All acidity in your tissue begin to flush out. Whatever diseases that is in the body systems, body begin to repair itself. Now, when we talk about oxidation, everything around us is oxidized, including the oxygen that we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, everything is oxidized. That is why to tell you that the environment is highly oxidized, when you open a fresh apple, it is fresh. After about 10-15 minutes, it becomes brown. Brown tells you that the environment is highly oxidized. So when you bring out a food after cooking, it becomes oxidized within a short period of time. The same thing water, okay? So now, the next is, we need to also check oxidation in another object, which is called tomato. When a tomato is fresh, you mothers, we used to cook a very nice soup for your husband, to your family. But when the tomato becomes rotten, that is oxidation present in tomato. Then the soup becomes sour. Now, it also happens in tomato, you will know. In apple, you will know.
Jesus.
When it comes to water, you cannot know because water is transparent in nature. When you keep the water on top of your table for the next 15 days, it remains the same. Now, when water moves from fresh to oxidation present, it doesn't change taste, it doesn't change color, it remains the same, it doesn't smell. Now, when water moves to oxidation, it becomes living tissue plus oxidation is equal to sicknesses. That is, when you drink such water that is oxidation present, then our body begins to build acidity. Now, to check oxidation in water, we need two things. One, we need ORP meter and ORP table chart, which you are having on the dashboard. Now, a reading will be coming up from this meter. When that reading is not bringing minus reading numbers, then it is a plus. Because in mathematics, plus don't show up. Now, plus means aging is highly oxidized. That is, the more you begin to drink water that is oxidation present, the more acidity, the more aging begin to catch up in the body system faster. But when the water is having negative millivolts, then it is an anti-aging. It will reduce oxidative stress. Now, how does it help to reduce oxidative stress? Number one, because the molecule structures of the waters has already been changed. the water goes through the machine, and the machine will separate bad water and give you the healthy water. Now, that separation has made the structures of the water to become microclustering. That is the reason why when you consume this water I'm talking about, your body hydrates it immediately. It goes through your cellular level immediately. You cannot feel it as a regular water that you feel in your tummy that is making good, that will stock up in your tummy. This water goes straight to your cellular level and it hydrates your body, and any form of acidity you begin to flush it out. The next you begin to experience is you started going to the restroom. Then one of the things that the water does to your body is because your brain receives it first, it will help your brain to release a particular hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that helps us to sleep, that helps us to shut down, that also helps us to wake up in the morning. When you have less of that hormone, then sleeping becomes a problem. Begin to pile up stress in your body. Now, when you drink Kangen water that is having negative millivolt, then your body, your brain begin to release enough of that melatonin so that you can begin to sleep like a baby. And when you do that, then stress begin to get off out of your body. Now, to check this oxidation presence in water, I have a video that I want you to watch. So watch this video. This video is actually done by our leader, Mr. Simon, that's supposed to present tonight, but I'm doing it. Now, we have a lot of water here. We have tap water. We have RO water, reverse osmosis water. We also have mineral water. We have another mineral water, and it's a soft drinks. I don't want to mention company names, soft drinks. And also the last water there is a Kangen water, freshly collected. Okay, now, this meter is called ORP meter. So this Kangen water. If you look at all this water, there is no difference between all of them. For the fact that they are transparent doesn't mean that they are the same property. Now begin to watch what will happen. So this is the meter. So if the minus is not found in the number reading, then it is a plus. Plus means aging is highly oxidized. So the first water is a tap water, 400 positive water, that is oxidation present, that is rotting as tomato. Now, this is mineral water. It contains 430 and above millivolt. Soft drinks is 500 and above. You can see it's higher. So, meaning soft drinks will help us to, make human beings to age faster. Now, look at the Kangen water. It has 500 above minus, which is antioxidant water. Among all the water you have in this video, Kangen water is the only water that is free from oxidation. Kangen water is the only water that is not as rotten as tomato. And this millivolt charge of negative is a powerful antioxidant that when it goes into your body systems, it will help your body to supply the enough antioxidant that can destroy free radicals out of your body systems. That will also create a kind of hypoxia, which is oxygen intake into your cell, that help your body to stop any form of cancerous cells in the body. So that is the first property. So we're going to look at the second property. The second property is called alkaline. Now, alkalinity we have is a very popular among the three properties that we're going to discuss tonight. But we have two types of alkaline, induced and ionized. What I present to you in Kangen is called ionized. That is a process that no chemical is added. Just your borehole will go through this Kangen machine, and Kangen machine will separate the bad water, which is positive, and the good water, which is negative, which we just check the last property. Now, when you now check the pH in this water, it gives you one of the best pH. Now, the other pH we call induced, that is induction, induced, add something to make alkaline. That is, when you add a baking soda into water, it will give you alkaline. Or add lime into water, it also gives you alkaline. Or get a Chinese bottle. We have so many companies that are selling this Chinese bottle. Pour water, remove water. Now, the difference is that this particular water, the structure still remain the way it is. It is an induction that brings out the alkalinity. So when you drink this kind of water, it will still go straight to your tummy as a regular. So for the alkalinity there to get penetration to your cells, your kidneys need to help you to break it down. So you are putting a lot of pressures on your kidney when you drink this kind of alkaline. But when it comes to ionized, it doesn't have any business with your kidney. Rather, it helps your kidney to function optimally. So to check oxidation, to check alkalinity in the water, you need pH chart, which we are seeing in our front. And also, you also need pH tester, that is potential hydrogen. Remember, we are starting from the hydrogen from the mountain water, but now we want to check hydrogen in water that will have different in our form. Now, pH has to start from 0 and end in 14. The 7 is in middle, which is neutral. Now, when I pour that pH there, once it's showing a color green, that is neutral water. Anything below 7 is acid water, and acid water leads to sicknesses in the body. Anything above 7 is alkaline. So we have also another video that is going to help us. But before we go through that video, I want to talk about more about alkalinity. There is a doctor called Dr. Otto Erik Warburg. He is a German doctor. He died some years ago. He did a research in 1923 and got a Nobel Prize of Physiology in 1931. That the metabolism of a tumor, it demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. Hypoxia is lack of oxygen. Now, that oxygen that he is talking about is what is found in 500 millivolt above in Kangen water, that every other water is positive. Okay, and this is the problems of people that have cancerous cells in their body. That is cancer patient. Okay, so everybody need Kangen water in order to stop any form of cancerous cells in their body. So if you also have anybody that have these problems, my sister, this is a solution for them. So let's move on the video, watch how this can play out. Now, this is checking pH. So we have the potential hydrogen, which is a liquid tester. So I'm going to run it from starting from the tap water. The color will tell you whether it is acid or it is alkaline. So you can see now it's going one by one, and the last one is Kangen water. Among all this water you are seeing, the only water that is alkaline, this other one that is mineral, it is actually induced, it is induced. Okay, so it will first of all go to your kidney before it can get to your body system. Now, watch what happens. The only water that is free, that is alkaline content, is Kangen water. Now, when you begin to drink Kangen into a tissue that is acid, it moves your body from acidity to alkaline. You can see that's what it's doing right there. Okay, it's pouring it on each of the cells. Now, the cell begin to move from acid tissue to alkaline tissue. But watch this guy. If you're a lover of soft drinks, you need to stop giving this to your children. You can see 9.5 is pouring on these soft drinks, and this soft drinks is not changing because this more you drink sugar into your body system, the more acid, the more sicknesses you are inviting to your body. You can see a little cup of sugar into a healthy body on that alkaline water, everything move back to acid tissue. Okay, that means we need to stop sugar in our body. We need to stop taking sugar. Okay, thank you. That is the second property. Among that, in the presence of alkalinity in the body, sicknesses cannot have a place in our body. So every home needs to have Kangen technology so that they can help their body. In all the struggle we are doing in life, we need our health to be able to enjoy the little time we are going to spend on this surface of health. Now, the top property which I'm going to move to is called microclustering. Microclustering is talking about small water clusters with easy absorption. We're not talking about the volume of the water, but I'm talking about the makeup, the structures of this water. Human body is made up of 70% of water. That is, your bodies need more of water. We are not actually what we eat. We are what we drink. Okay, saying what we eat, that we are made of what we eat, is a very wrong statement. We are what we drink because our human body is made up of 70% of water. You can see the organs, the ratio of content of water in them. But here we are talking about micro water because the only water that can help the body is micro water. So two things, when you inject micro water into your body, when you drink micro water, it will do two things in your body. One, it will help to supply nutrient into the body. Nutrient from supplement, nutrient from food, nutrient from fruit that you eat. So micro water will help to take that nutrient into your cellular level. Two, detox, get rid waste out of the body. through defecation. Micro water will also help you to get rid of waste out of the body. Zombie cell, that is dead cells, will help to flush it out. That is why when you drink Kangen water, you begin to experience going to the restroom very, very often. Now, microclustering is talking about better hydration. When the water is micro, then it can be able to hydrate your body. Hydration means your body swimming in water, while the opposite of hydration is dehydration. That is lack of water in the body. When the water hydrates your body, then there will be elimination of toxins. Now, look at it. The regular water in clusters is H2O in cluster. In form of ball, it clogs together and it forms a large cluster, meaning the molecule is about 15 to 20. That is, it becomes so difficult for it to penetrate the body. This is what you feel when you drink regular water, that it forms a poultry in your tummy and it begins to make buru. And yet, when that thing is happening to your body, you see your body is crying for you to drink more of the water. So what happened to the one in your tummy? That is, the body is not seeing as water. So the same water go through this machine, Kangen machine, and when this machine will separate the bad water from that water and give you the negative charge, which also contain a good alkalinity, and also it become micro. It reduce the size to a little smaller size, which a molecule about 5 to 6. Microclustering have a very fast penetration and easy absorption to the body. So let's go on the video, the last video tonight. Now, this video is going to tell us, we're going to use a tea bag, okay? Tea bag is going to help us to make a tea. What do we do to the tea? We normally boil the water. Now, when you boil water, before you boil, that water structures is large clusters. Immediately you boil it, that hotness is micro. It's micro. Now, that is why when you drop the tea inside, immediately, instantly, the tea begins to come out, because that microness of that hotness was able to penetrate through the tea and bring out the tea out. Now, what are we doing tonight? We are telling you that Kangen water is micro. So without boiling this water, Kangen will bring out tea out of the tea bag without boiling. So that's the video we want to watch us so that you can, same thing will happen to ourselves. So we're using the tea bag to represent ourselves. As you are drinking it, it goes straight to your cellular level. So the first one is tap water. The second one is Kangen water. Wash the tea. The tea is out already. Now, why the other one is not? That's why when you drink regular water, it forms a protein in your tummy, very large clusters, not easy to penetrate. Now, what else want to do another thing? When you eat good food, microclustering water will help the nutrient supply to the body. That's what we want to do. Okay? Now, watch this. 2 different water is going to report to the same size of tea, but one water will destroy the property of the nutrient, while the other one will make more tea. We will multiply the cells in that nutrient. That is, when you eat good food, you drink Kangen water, it will multiply a bit. You cook a nice soup, the nutrient content in that soup, in that food that you cook to your family, and they drink Kangen water, they will have more result of that nutrient into their body systems. And this also demo that we did is telling us that we cannot use Kangen water to take a doctor prescription drug. If you do that, that drug becomes overdose to your body because the water is micro, and doctor recommend that medication based on the regular water because they know the absorption rate of it into the body. So when you have Kangen water machine in your home, there is another button that is going to help us to give us a neutral water that you can use to take your medication. So you don't use Kangen water to take medication. Now, this is another research done by Dr. Agri, that when your cells, when the water is large, it will be very difficult for the water to penetrate through the cell. This is a cell membrane. You can see the center one is where we have the cells. Now, you can see the line around it. That is the mark, the space in between it. That's where the water will pass. But because the clusters of the water is so large, it's very difficult for the water to pass through it. But only micro can easily to penetrate to the cells so that it can detoxify the cells. So all the toxins can be flushed out of the system. Now, that is the property that Kangen water contains that is not found in any water around here. Now, these doctors actually approve this technology. We want to talk first. Dr. Ironishinya, he is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is a procedure where they pass camera through the back of our body to gain access to our internal system to perform operation. This guy that write 4 books, all on Kangen water, he is a co-inventor of that procedures. So with this, no doctor in Nigeria will say no to Kangen. Now, the book he wrote is called Enzyme Factor, which I'm going to go through. Another doctor here is called Dave Carpenter. He's a naturopathic, okay? He wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. I'm going to post all this book to you after we finish this demonstration. Oh, I guess Sister Nancy has already given you the books. I saw it in your chat in the afternoon. Okay, you need to read, especially Change Your Water, Change Your Life. You see a lot of things about Kangen water. This guy is a doctor in US, and he have access to Kangen machine about 15 years ago, and he has used it to help a lot of people in helping them both cancers and every other diseases. The next is Bob Wright, which is the director of America Anti-Cancer Institute. This guy, he wrote a book called Kill Cancer, Not People. Now let's go through Kill Cancer, Not People on chapter 6 of this book, step 3 of the cancer diet. Restructures ionizer water could save your life. On page 158, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline requirement for those that have cancer. I want to take my Kangen water. Sorry for that. Madam Nancy will find ways of you getting the water in Oka. But I have a special announcement for you. We have a lady in Onitsha at Oka Road in Onitsha, which number 72. You can actually go there and get enough water. Okay, so thank you for that. So let's continue. On page 168, this guy says that if I were looking for electrolyzer unit today, I would choose SD541 made by Enagic company, the Rolls Royce of water ionizer to a Kangen water, being in business for 30 years because he wrote this book 18 years ago. So lastly, on page 170, he said, I have no financial interest in Enagic company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. They endorse the product and they recommend to so many people in order to help the humanity that the war they are facing in the medicine world is killing a lot of people. But with having Kangen water, it will help the body to flush all the acidities and the body begin to heal itself. So they do national endorsement without having any remuneration. Now here is Dr. Romishinya that wrote Enzyme Factor. We have all these books available in hard copy. Change Your Water is 2,000. Enzyme Factor also 2,000. You can ask if you want, we can send it down to you in our car. Now, Dr. Romishinya, he is a professor of surgery in Aba Eastern College of Medicine, New York, and a chief endoscopy. Endoscopy is putting camera from the mouth, having access to the internal system and perform operation. He performed over 360,000 of these procedures. On his books of Enzyme Factor, he talks about, on page 159, he said, Kangen water is alkaline-rich water, pH 8 to 9, and considered the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. The same 3 properties that we just discussed is what is displaying there. I believe that, Madam Diana, you actually listen. If you are actually getting my point and you are getting excited that this information is really awesome, Madam, go to your chat box and type 777. 777 is the number of success in my presentation. Please, ma'am, go there and do it so that I can know that you are also with me. Now, this is a 4th book that this man writes. Dr. Romishinya wrote 4 books before he died 2 years ago, and we have some testimony on inflammatory. Inflammatory is talking about arthritis or rheumatoid when it becomes chronic. Kangen water is a powerful product or powerful water that can easily help the acidity rise in the body to flush it out, and once the alkalinity content dominant in the body, then easily that inflammatory problem will reduce to nothing. Okay, in 3 months after, you can see all the colon is blocked with a lot of residues. After 3 months, you can see everything is clear. I need your response, Sister Queen and Sister Diana. Go to your chat box, write 7777 to know that you actually listen to what I'm saying and you are catching up with everything that I'm saying. Oh, thank you for your response. Okay, here is another testimony. Someone that is having breast cancer and constipation. You can see the colon, everything is blocked with a lot of residues. 3 months after, you can see the result. The last one is someone that is on chemo, meaning the person is having what do you call it, cancer, and is already on chemo. Chemo actually destroy the body. Chemo actually kill down the cancer itself because both the good cells and the bad cells is a targeted therapy with high radiation. Anybody that's on chemo, sleeping becomes a lot of problem. They have PAP at the high rate of palpitation. So sleeping becomes a lot of problem. That's why we have our sisters here who experienced a testimony about it. We're going to get there, but watch this. Kangen machine produce 5 different types of water. The first water we just discussed, which is Kangen water. The next bottle is green water, green bottle, which is called clean water, which is a 7.0. This particular one is for you to use to take your doctor medication, one, to also supply water. If you have a baby below 1 year, you can also give them what? Clean water. Baby is actually, we're all born as alkaline. It is our lifestyle that move our body to acidity that made us in need of alkaline. So baby don't need alkaline content water. So you give them what? Clean water. If you notice it now, all antenatal mother, doctor tell them, don't give them any water because all the water, especially all the bottled water in Nigeria, are acid content. So that's why it causes a lot of constipation in them. So, but when you have Kangen water, you can actually give them, even from the day they were born, Kangen water, which is a clean water from Kangen machine, is the perfect one for children. The next one is beauty water. Beauty water is the waste product of Kangen water. The one that separates to the positive is the beauty water. It nourishes the skin. You can actually collect it, not allow it to go to waste. You can collect it and store in a bucket and bathe with it. You can spray it, you can put it in a bottle to spray it on your face. It's fantastic. It nourishes, it's moisture, it destroys wrinkles, it makes you to look more beautiful. All the sunburn, everything would clear off. It nourishes your skin. Your skin begins now look tender like a baby's skin. This is fantastic because it has pH of 5.5. So your skin consumes it faster. It also helps your hair. It helps your face, your body, and everything. So this fantastic ladies like I believe that Sadianas will love it because you're a beautiful woman. So when you have Kangen machine in your home, you can actually bathe with this to help your beauty so that your husband can admire you more. Then the next water is called 11.5, which is a strong Kangen water, which is 11.5 pH. The pH there is so high for anybody to consume, only for people that have health challenges. We use it to help their pH first, especially people with cancer, hepatitis B, or what do you call it? Brain collapse, brain nervous collapsing, that is a Parkinson's disease. You can actually recommend all those same that's are the one we give. But if you are talking about sugar level or whatever, diabetes, we don't, 9.5 will actually do all that for them. But chronic one, especially cases that already been rejected in hospital, you can actually give them 11.5, minimum of 1 liter per day, and also give them 9.5 alongside. You see the result will be amazing. The other way of using 11.5 is that you can use 11.5 to go in the house. All the fruits and vegetables, how do you wash them? Now, when I actually use chemical to filter so that when the rain fall on the farm, the chemical will not be removed. That's why farmers use oil-based chemical. Okay, if it's not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The guy protect himself and he put a lot of chemicals to the farm. So we have a video that we're going to watch that can also help us to know that 11.5 is a fantastic water to remove chemicals of pesticide, herbicide in the water. I mean, in the fruit and vegetable, in rice and beans and all that. Now, another thing is, oil and water actually don't mix. Let's watch this video. It's going to help us to know more about 11.5, which a family can use to go green in the house. Here we have a sesame oil, we have a tap water, and also 11.5 water from Kangen machine. Now, oil and water don't mix. Oil will go up, water goes down. That is the normal chemistry. But in case of 11.5 from Kangen water, watch what happened to the oil and the water. The oil and the water will be mixed, will be emulsified. Emulsification will happen. The oil and water will mix. You cannot separate it. That same thing that happened to that fruit, that rice, that beans, that all, name it, anything you want to cook in your kitchen. Use collect 11.5 from this machine, soak it within 1 minute, and you see the chemical will be out, all the herbicide, the chemical. We have a tomato here, which we want to practice this on. 9.5, Kangen water, which is 11.5, and tap water. Tap water can only remove dust and sand. Why 11.5? All the chemical that farmer has put on the farm, you see here, this 11.5, less than 1 minute will be removed so that the family can stay away from all this chemical that is actually affecting our health. With tap water, cannot remove anything, only sand and stone. But watch the result of 11.5 from Kangen wonderful technology. That is why every family needs this technology. You can see the result. The result is amazing. That water you are seeing is not a tea bag, it's all the pesticide, all the herbicide, all the preservative that farmer has put. So we need to do what? Help our family by having a positive investment on Kangen machine. Lastly, on this demo, we have this wonderful fruit also on 11.5. You can see the normal tap water cannot remove the chemical, but what the second one, 11.5, is a fantastic water that can remove the chemicals. So the last water, which is the waste product of 11.5, is called strong acid water, which is 2.5 water. Now, it's a sanitary water. This water is the reason why this machine in Japan to sterilize equipment in hospital without using any chemicals form of sterilization. But this wastewater from 11.5 that is coming out from the back hose of the machine, when you are collecting 11.5 on the front hose, give you sanitary water, is the best hand sanitizer. The pH is 2.5, which is very strong acid. But the millimoles there is very high, is about above 1,200 millimoles of positive, and it will destroy any form of germs. You can use to clean your table, to clean your floor, to mop. It tastes like hypo. If you have, it's also very good on the skin. Any skin disease, it will help to solve it. If somebody have a wound and blood is gushing, you can spray it. In the mouth, if you have bad breath, you wake up in the morning and your mouth is smelling goods and services, and your husband or your wife is complaining, use 11.5, spray it in your mouth. Or you have a problem with your gum, your teeth, you can use 2.5, or you have a sore throat, you can spray it, or you can go with your mouth and throw it away. If you also eat a poison, you can actually drink 2.5 to stop serious stomach hump. And this is a fantastic water. So let's watch 2.5 on any skin disease. Here is someone with eczema. Less than 2 weeks of drinking Kangen water and spray 2.5 in the affected area, the result is amazing. The next one is psoriasis, very common skin disease. You can see before and after. Also have another guy. This guy he works in General Hospital in Kota Kinabalu. Kota Kinabalu is an island outside Kuala Lumpur. That is outside Malaysia. It's also in Malaysia, but it's an island. I've been there once. Now, this guy working in General Hospital in that hospital, you can see how psoriasis has already shaped this man. For good 15 years, he will rot all kind of ointment, it will go and it will come back. But less than 60 days of spraying 2.5 and drink Kangen water to solve the problem from internally, the result is amazing. Now, here is another lady, Suzanne, is a Singaporean. You can see psoriasis are made out to become a monster. 3 months after, you can see the result. So I believe, this is a fantastic water, a fantastic technology that every home needs. Now, let's go back to the features of the machine. One, this machine, this technology have a lot of certificates from different countries of the world, but we'd like to talk about 3 certificates. One, Ministry of Health. As a research running through of over 6,500 doctors in Japan, run this SD501, they came back with their report, and Ministry of Health have no choice than to give a medical certification to this technology in Japan. Secondly, International Organization also give 10,485. Okay, this same number given ISO is the same number to all medical equipment around the world. Even Boeing is not getting up to this. So this is a very strict number into a technology that was given to all MRI, all medical equipment around the world, the same number given to them. So this is the only technology or an home appliances, Madam Diana, you're going to have your house as a medical device. Oddly, in 2003, when the company entered US Water Quality Association of in the United States also run through the machine. Rather, they gave a gold seal. Now, this certificate made this machine an outstanding in the world of ionization. So if anybody comes talking about any machine, ask them about this certificate, you see that they cannot provide it. So this is the best ionization in the world. Now, water, Kangen machine, you can see it produce 5 different types of water for different use for the benefit of the healthiness of the family. It's called Level Look SD501. Is a medical device. It is not an alkaline machine or alkaline water machine, or it is not a water purifier. No water purifier will do all this that I've discussed with you tonight. This is a pure medical device, or you can call it Kangen machine. Here is a factory in Lusaka, Japan, supplying this technology to around the world since 1974. And here you can see that what do you see in what I present? Do you see a value? What value can you place? If you find a value in what I present to you tonight, Madam Diana, go to your chat box, write 777. 777 is the number for success tonight. Okay, that is it. Then you can also unmute yourself. If you have a question, this is time for you to ask before you can go to the second part where we can make money. But before that, Kangen machine is the best gift you can ever give to your family. Level Look SD501 is a medical device. It comes with a flashing model of 7 solid titanium platinum plates. Okay, the value for Naira or for Euro, because we order from France, is 3,180 euro. That is the cost plus machine and shipping without clearance. With clearance, it will cost you 3,980 euro. In Naira is 3.3 million Naira. Once you give us 3.3 million Naira, give you the form you fill, you submit your Euro account, we get all your data, your address, then we send it to France, we order your machine, the DHL will deliver to you, we do the clearance from Lagos, they will deliver to you in Oka direct. DHL will bring it down to your doorstep. And then we now flee down to come and help you for installation. Now, we need something that if any family put in 3.3 million Naira in this machine, first, we want to check what is every family spending on water on daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, and yearly basis. Now, we have to do spend of this money, 3.3 million for 15 good years. That is every day in a family in a building. If we have about 10 or 20 people in a building, there will be the whole people in that building will be spending about 450 to 500 Naira every day on water. But you agree with me, presently, if you know how much you are spending on water in your house every day, is actually more than this for 500 Naira. So in 15 years, we spread this money, okay, with all the value that I've set, okay, all the 3 properties that are contained in the machine, all the 5 different types of water that you can use for so many things in the house, you agree with me that this machine is not an expensive machine. It is a positive investment. That is that. Then 2, you agree with this also is a priceless. It is priceless because if this machine can actually do all this, help our water, stop you from buying seaweed, stop you from buying bottled water, stop you from buying anything that has to do with pure water, the same water in your building, go to this machine and produce the water that I'm talking about. You agree with me? It is a positive investment. So SD501 is the only medical grade water machine, and also it comes with ISO 13485 is the medical standard. 2, only machine that can produce 11.5 pH and also 2.5 pH. No other organization in the world can do this. And again, the machine comes with 5 years warranty. Minimum lifespan use for 5 years, meaning after 25 years of using this machine, madam, you are just starting using it. 50 years, the machine is still serving you. You agree with me? If you put 10 million or 50 million Naira to buy a car today, in the next 5 years, that value of that car is gone. But when you invest your money in Kangen machine, it keeps the impact of the health of the family, and also the value still remain in the next 15, 20, 30, 40 years. So this is what we have for you today. So if you have any questions, the first session just over. So please kindly unmute yourself and ask questions so that I can answer you, so that we can move to the next aspect, which is business aspect. Thank you. I believe you find value in what I present to you tonight. So the floor is open for you. If you have a question, feel free to ask question. Over to you, Madam Diana. Question.
Okay.
Over. I'm listening.
Okay, it was a very, very wonderful one. It was worth it. Like I said, I actually typed 777 because I benefited every single thing. I'll get the thing at the back. Every single thing. Sorry, I've been on the road. I'm trying to get back home. So
Okay.
but I listened to every single thing you said because my speaker was on.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
it's actually a nice one. Very few times this kind of things have come out, and then you see people finding it difficult to get involved in it. Reason why is because people feel, I don't know, maybe a lot of people think that no, it's just normal Chinese thing. They come. I've already started marketing it. Now I
Okay,
know
ma'am.
that it is difficult for us here now because of the amount of money. So how do one, like now, let's say now you have, like now, let's say you have somebody who has this thing. How do we now partake of it? Do you understand?
I'm still trying to get your question.
Okay. The question here is now practically, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Practically, because of the amount of money,
Okay.
if somebody buys it,
Okay.
how does the person now sell? Do you sell to people like in bags, or do you sell to them? How do you make money out of it?
Thank
Like
you, ma'am.
selling it.
Thank you, ma'am. Good question. Now, in this water, we use what we call it demo shop. We use demo
Okay.
shop in distributions of this water. You agree with me that it's not everybody that will be able to afford it. We don't even need the ratio of very high people to buy it. We only need just a little percentage of society to buy it. But can more people have access to the water? Capital, yes. Now, for example, if you get the machine, I will advise you set up a demo shop in Oka where people can have access to the demo to know the value of the water, then water collection center sharing. First, if you open your center, we come there to come and help you to set up. We'll allow you to do what we call free sharing of the water within 1 or 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, we have a water bath. I don't know, maybe Nancy have snapped and sent to you. Now, this water bath is BPA-free baths. Then you can see what I'm using to drink. This bottle is my personal one. I also use for demo presentation. It's also BPA-free. Madam, do you know that if you go to supermarket to buy water bottle, there are so many water bottles because you don't have the information before. So many water bottles in the store that they write BPA-free. BPA means bisphenol free, bisphenol A free. That is, no chemical will be passing through your water when you put the water in this bottle. We have it, but most people don't have information about it. So we have the water bag too. That's also BPA free. Now, people can come, we can buy the water bag from you because once you buy the machine, you also have for bag from us. Then you put your little markup on the water bag. Then people can buy the water bag and they can use again and again to come and collect water from you. Now, we charge the 1 liter of this water. Minimum, we charge 1,000. We also charge 2,000 naira. Some centers, which is a classic center, you know the kind of people that is in your environment, you can put to 2,000 naira per 5 liter. Let me tell you, nobody will have access to this water without coming back. So when you do first, like 1 or 2 weeks, free water sharing, we've had people to come and attend the demo. When they come, we fill them the water. They are going home, we give them 5 liter free. They can also use their keg to come and collect. But when they collect the water, one thing we tell them is, don't store this water more than 48 max 72 hours. Water is made to be drink fresh. The freshness of the water will get straight to your cell. When it gets into your cells, you begin to see a lot of changes in your body. You sleep very well. If you have some pains in your body, those pains begin to disappear. If you have ulcer, everything begins to heal up. So this is the wonder of this technology. So through that water sharing, then you can now say, okay, 9.5, I'm going to be putting it 1,000, depending on your area. If your area is a classic area, you can put 2,000 naira. So people come to collect, bring their water back, they pay and they get. Then we also have 11.5, which is for purely for people that have chronic disease. That one, we don't give it out free. It's strictly on sales. From the immediately we install the machine, 1 liter of 11.5 is 1,000 naira. So people come to collect, you sell. Then we also have another water there that you also can sell. That is 2.5, which is for disease or for cleaning up or for doing this for the skin or for mouth or whatever. So you can use to brush your teeth maybe once in a week. In case maybe you are having bad breath and all that, you can use it as a water to brush your teeth. A lot of things you can do with it. Then you see a lot of tremendous changes, improvement in your health and everything. So through this means you can sell the water, but you cannot bottle the water. You cannot bottle it as a water plastic like a normal bottled water. When you do that, you have moved it back to conventional systems of distribution, which it is not allowed because the property of the water will also get wind up when you bottle it for too long. Because when you store water too long, then it begins to deplete in property. So, any other question?
Okay, thank you very much. This is one of the parts I wanted to also ask about storing it in the bottle. Like today, I was speaking to somebody whose mother has stroke.
Oh, good.
The mother has stroke, and I was trying to encourage him to see how we can get the water down. You know, because of the amount of money, I'm trying to see how I can market the plant to some people so that when they buy, I can also start to use the water. Okay. I also would like to get one to do the collection center. Now, the one question I would like to ask, this collection center, is it that you will get the water from your house and bag it and take it to your collection center, or you need to put a tap, a tank, and all those stuff? I want to know.
Now, in your office, do you have a borehole in your office?
Yes, we have a borehole in my office.
You are good to go. Is your borehole water, is it natural clean?
Yes, it's natural clean.
You are good to go. The machine can help you. So if we come down, you know, different water, like when I get to Onitsha, I was in Onitsha I think about 3 weeks now, I returned from Onitsha. I spent about a week plus in Onitsha. I installed the machine in a 72 Oka Road, opposite the normal filling station. That is very close to Oba Palace, the OB of Onitsha. Now, when we get there, I discovered that Onitsha water have iron. Okay, different, what do you call it? Content. So Onitsha water has oil. I mean, what do you call it? Iron. After a while, the water turning yellow, which if you look at the general water is like that. So I had to send down, after I got back to Lagos, I sent down iron remover filter down. And since then, everything is already solved. Now, when we get there, we're going to do a lot of all those things so that we can be able to see, okay, what is the problem here? Sometimes you get to a place that, for example, in my Ibadan, when I get to Ibadan, it doesn't have anything. The water Ibadan is very fantastic. Abuja water, fantastic. I've gone to Abuja to install. Okay, in Port Harcourt, what did you have in Port Harcourt? What did you? I think Port Harcourt water is a little bit hard. So that was the problem. We're also serving in giving more mineral. It has a low in mineral, yes. The TDS is very low. So we're adding more mineral. So every place, every city have peculiar issue with their water. But whatever issue it has, we have a solution for it. Then the water can go through the machine and give you the best of the best. So you don't need to bring water from your home. We just only connect. We do a kind of mini kitchen setup in your office where the water can go in and just pump water in your tank and let it enter the machine and electric on. The machine will give you the best of the best. And if I come down like the machine, okay.
Okay, like what I was asking now, you know, like in my office, we have, in my office, it's a general office in the compound, you know.
Okay.
In my house, I'm very sure of constant water.
Okay.
So can can I be selling like maybe now in a bag, like on order? You want to come and take it, you have to come and take it in 1 hour. I will bag it from my house and take it to the office. So
Yes,
like,
you can do that.
my
No?
office will be like the collection center.
You can do that.
I think the water in my house is
capital yes.
Yes, the water in my house is cleaner. Okay.
Capital yes.
Okay.
Capital yes. It's possible.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what is the price like? What is the prices like for the 11.5?
You can charge, like I said, environment determined, but you can charge 1,000 per liter.
1,000 per liter.
Yes.
Per liter.
That's what we're charging in Lagos. That's what we're charging in Lagos. Yes. So they can buy 4 liter, 5 liter, mass, you can buy 5. So that they can consume. Anybody that buy 11.5 must also go with 9.5.
Or 9.5.
Yes. The two has to go together. You know, the two will do the healings, but 11.5 will make the
healings faster.
Thank you.
Okay, so this person that has stroke now, like how many?
You need 11.5.
11.5.
You need 11.5 and also 9.5. You need both.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm sure it's during installation that I will know
you know so many things. By the time I calm down, you know so many things, of course.
Oh, okay.
If I come for installation, I don't leave immediately. I have to stay for like 1 week plus before returning back to Lagos. So that I will train you also how to do the presentation, how to know some water, how to operate the machine, how to do this. The machine speaks languages. It talks to you anything you are collecting. If the machine needs anything, it will tell you what you need. So it's not something you can just just be doing it. And you have all the pH tester and everything. You place order.
Okay, so if you get the district, does it come with this bottle?
No, it doesn't. You order for them. We brought this. Yes. You can buy all this. The water bottle is 11,000. The water bag from Lagos is 3,000.
3,000.
Yes, you can put 500. Indonesia, they said 3,500. So you can. That's it. Is it reusable?
Yes.
Again and again and again. So can we go to the business aspect? Can I go to the business aspect, madam?
Yes, please go to the business aspect. That's the part I want to also
money matter.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, this other part is a business aspect. Like I said, in 1994, this company produced the domestic modem and they launched the network marketing system. So Enagic as a business is a proven device for the mass market. Why mass market? Because you can't actually judge who will buy. Most people that buy are people that you never even think that will afford it. They are the one that buy. It depends on how they place they place value on health. Once a family places value on health and you share this demo with them, my brother, my sisters, they will buy. So you don't judge. Your own job is share the demo, share the water, and allow people to make their own decision. Since inception of selling this SD501, they've generated over $5 billion revenue. Over 1.5 to 2 million machine is in so many families around the world. If you know anyone that drink water, they are your prospect. And if you agree with me, everyone drink water. The water have no taste, just normal natural taste. But by the time you drink it, you know that you drink something because a lot of changes will begin to happen in your body. We have a lover of Kangen water drinker around the world. Bigate, CR7, that is Ronaldo, Mariah Carey, Tiger Woods, Kevin Hart. Name all those people. You can ask Dogu about it. Drinker of Kangen around the world. You see a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people, you see them drinking it. So you need to join people that drink Kangen in order for you to live healthy and enjoy your stay in this planet health. Now, Enagic as a business, no monthly qualification. Once you buy a single machine on your name, you already have a business account. And that is the only one you will buy. Only if you want to have another account, when you have the first account, you can duplicate yourself in 3 different accounts. Buy machine 3 times, okay? Or you also have Ukon. We have a turmeric supplement, only one, okay? The machine and turmeric supplement. I have the turmeric supplement. Madam Nancy, can you remind me? He asked me for a sachet of turmeric. I will give it to you so that you can take it and yourself, but I want to dash you a A sachet is
Okay,
about.
thank you.
Just ask me
only
what you see.
It's
Then
about how much?
Madam
It's
Diana
about
too
how much?
also give you a sachet. It's 6,000 naira. A sachet. Yeah. It's a powerful antioxidant too. It also helps inflammatory in the body. In cancer patient, it contain a powerful antioxidant too. It's very good too for diseases in the body. So these are the two products that the company have. Okay, no stocking or loading of inventory. That is, it's not that you're gonna pay 50 million and buy a machine and put on your desk and start selling one by one. No, once you buy one machine, your business account is already intact. No annual renewal. The success is cumulative sales. That is, you register, you buy a machine, your team member buy, and they also sell to their own indirect. All the total group sales we rank to your own advancement. International borderless sponsoring. What that means is you have account in Nigeria, you have people in France, in Canada, in US, in Japan, anywhere in the world, you can share this information with them, and they can also buy under your business account, and you earn your euro in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, as you are filling your form, you fill your euro account, then every bonuses, every machine you sell after your own personal purchase, then you started earning euro into your account, your Nigerian bank account. Now, the marketing plan is actually patented, meaning the marketing plan is sealed, is locked. That is, the company cannot change the plan, neither can any other company use the plan. Since inception, they will be paying awesome. So using this wonderful marketing plan. If you have been listening to the marketing plan of company before, you see that this is a different one. Now, it's an untapped market. You agree with me? Africa is not yet opened, so it is an untapped market. So how many people, how many family is going to get access to Kangen water through you? Is a personal answer that every individual need to answer. Okay, this is a certificate of potency of the marketing plan. Right? So we are making a comparison of network marketing plan. This is binary plan. Okay, we just pick this for you to see the difference. But Enagic is not using anything of such. First, it's called direct sales. Once you buy the machine, this is you. Then you can sell as many as possible to your direct. Once you have direct, if your direct sell to indirect, you have indirect sales. That will total give you group sales. Now, Enagic pay 10 different ways of payment, but for our time sake tonight, we're only going to discuss only 1 and 2. That is 8A or 8-point commission, 2 education allowance. So the first one is 8A or 8-point commission. So this happens once a single machine is sold. Company will receive machine money and shipping costs, which is 3,480 euro. Will be sent to them. The remaining balance, we're going to hold it. Once the machine landed in Nigeria, they will do the clearance, then it will be delivered to the customer's house. Now, the company will remove immediately 1,640 euro from the money they receive. So it will be budgeted for distributions. So they will use 8 to divide 1,640 euro. And the answer to that is 205. That is a single piece of the pizza. So this is how it goes. Once you buy your machine, your position is 1A. When you sell to your first customer, whether within Nigeria or outside Nigeria, because you are 1A, you are entitled to 1 point, which is 205 euro will be paid to your bank account. You sell to second family, you also earn 1 point, which is 205. When you sell the third machine, you'll be promoted to 2A. On that note, your commissions on that single machine is 2 points. You are earning 410 euro per machine. Next, once your team members are already selling, you have cumulative of 10 machines in your organization. Your next direct sales is going to be number 11, which is promoted to 3A, and you are getting 3 points. That is 615 euro on that single machine. Next, once you have cumulative of 20 machines, use your ID to do your next direct sales commission, direct sales, so that you can be promoted to 4A. And you earn 205 times 4. That is 820 euro on that single machine. The next, check if your cumulative is also 50 machines. Use your next direct sales with your ID so that you can be promoted to 5A, you earn 205 times 5. That is 1,025 euro on that single machine. Lastly, once you have 100 machines in your group, use your ID to do the next 6, which is a 101, okay, so that you can be promoted to 6A. Once you become 6A, you are earning 1,230 euros. So meaning on that 8 point, once you become 6A, you are earning 6 points on single machine that is sold, and you become a leader. On that note, if you look at what we have here, a lot of machines already on your indirect, but I didn't talk about it because this slide only teaches us about your ranking and also your direct sales commissions. So the next slide will help us. First machine, after you buy your own machine, you sell to Tom Family. Tom Family is your 1A line. So you will earn 1 point. That is 205 on Tom machine. You sell to Alex Family, you are C1A. You also earn 205. When you sell to Rose Family, you will have 2A. That line will become 2A line for you. You are earning 410 euro on that machine. Watch this. Tom decided to sell to Grace Family. Grace will have his own machine and you will pay 205. Grace will pay Tom will pay 205. You that bring Tom, that Tom bring Grace, you will earn 205. Grace bring Polly, Polly bring Arthur, Arthur bring Shugudi, Shugudi bring Samuel. Up to your 8 levels deep, madam, you are earning 205 per machine. On this Alex line, you are earning 205 per machine. When it comes to Rose line, you'll be earning 410 per machine because Rose line is your promotional line. So on Rose line, you'll be earning 410 anytime they sell machine from that line. The next is you use your ID to sell to Kim Family. But Kim Family, you look at your total cumulative is not up to 10. So you will not be promoted with that 6. Rather, you see become 2A line. So on Kim machine, you are earning 410. Kim decided to sell 4 machine, madam, you are earning 410 per machine. So on this note, if you check your cumulative is already 10 machine, use your ID to sell to May Family. May Family will promote you to 3A line. On May machine, you are earning 615 euro per machine. Anytime anytime May sell machine, you are earning 615 euro per machine. Annie sell 3 machine under Kim, you are earning 410. Bob under Annie sell 3 machine, you are still earning 410 euro. A lot of money is coming. As long as you are still within that 8-point commission, you still get your bonus. On this note, if John decided to sell his first machine, John will earn also 205. That is 1 point. Now, on this Don machine, John take 1 point, Bob take 2 points, Annie take 2 points, Kim take 2 points. If you add this total point together, out of 8 points, 7 is already paid, remaining 1. So on Don machine, you are not getting 2 points, you are getting only 1 point, which is a 205 on that 6. Okay. Now the next, John send the second machine to Dave. You see earn 205. But when John sell the third machine, John will be promoted to 2A. So John will earn 2 points, Bob 2 points, Annie 2 points, Kim 2 points. The point is already finished. So on down machine, you as the up line, you are taking 0. Under 8-point commission, you are not going to earn a dime because the 8 point, which is 1,640, is divided by 8, and they already sharing it finished, and you have been making money all the while. So there, your income stop. Next, if you check your cumulative, you have 20 machines. Use your ID to do the next to Tony Family so that you can be promoted to 4A and earn 820 euro per machine. Anytime Tony sell like 1 or 2 or 3, you are earning 820 euro per machine. Now, if you check your cumulative, once you hit 50 machine, use your ID to sell to Simon Family so that you can be promoted to 5A and you earn 1,025 euro per machine. Next, check your cumulative. Once you hit 100 machine, use your ID to sell to Sam family so that you can be promoted to 6A and earn 1,230 euro per machine. Once you become 6A, any sales you make, you are earning 1,230 euro per machine. And immediately you become 6A, you are now a leader in the systems. Any machine, anybody that fall where Dan is, you will be taking education allowance from it. Any line of yours fall under this where Dan is, you'll be earning education allowance of 135 euro per machine. That is the second bonus paid by Enagic company. Madam, if you find this wonderful plan so interested, I want you to hit your dashboard, your chat box, and type 7777. 777 is a number of success. So type it on the chat box. I want to know if you are really getting it. Thank you for that. I believe you are getting it. Now, if this one actually interests you or wow you, the next slide that I'm going to go, which is the last part of this presentation tonight, we shock you. Now, once you become 6A, you join the career path. Career path means you are now a leader. Because you are 6A, outside those bonuses I talked earlier, you're going to earn one time of incentive of $3,000. One time incentive of ranking positions, $3,000. Next is, the system says, watch your team members. Once you have in two different lines, whether direct or indirect, once you have two 6A in two different lines, you will be promoted to 6A2, and you are taking one-time incentive of $6,000 on that month that you promoted. Next, watch your team members, those two lines, so that they can become to 2A2A and get 12,000 each, so that you can be promoted to 6A2-2. Then you take $12,000 once-off incentive outside your 6A, outside your 8A commissions, outside your education allowance. This is a ranking position incentive. Next is work with your leader so that they can be promoted to -2, 6A2-2. Then you move to 6A2-3. Then you are taking 25,000 once-off reward of one-time bonus and $5,000 basic minimum incentive. Meaning, this is an incentive that will come in on monthly basis once you become -3. Next, encourage your two members so that they can come to -3. You move to -4. You take 50,000 once off and 10,000 basic incentive on monthly basis. Next, encourage your team members to move to -4 so that you can become -5 and earn 100,000 once off incentive and $15,000 basic incentive on monthly basis. Lastly, encourage your team member to move to -5 each so that you can be promoted to -6 and earn 200,000 once off incentive and $20,000 basic incentive on monthly basis. This is how energy marketing plans move. You can still go on and on and on like that. So this is how the plan is. So I believe you find a great value in this. So you can unmute yourself. If you have any questions, you can, feel free to open so that you can ask me, then I will put you through. Thank you. I believe you really enjoyed my presentation tonight. And also I appreciate your time for spending it. You're also having a great time tonight in this wonderful Zoom. So over to you, Madam Diana, if you have a question, or Madam Nancy, if you have a question, feel free to ask me. I'll be there for you. Thank you.
Okay, for the business plan, I guess maybe I will still get to understand it well. Where I got an understanding too is the 8A plus 1A, all those other ones you said before I understood it. But this career path is what I don't understand, really.
Okay. With time, you need to go over and over. You understand? So that you can.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With time.
Madam Diana, every Saturday, 8 p.m. and Sunday, 8 p.m., I have the same demo. So 8 p.m. So you can come in and also bring a lot of your guests. So you're already in the forum. I've already posted it this afternoon. You see the banner there on Sunday, Saturday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Okay.
Zoom meeting.
Okay.
So please, madam, by the time you attend again and again, you have. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, this particular money is way away from the one you'll be selling when you are selling to people. It's way
Yes,
different.
now. Before,
Yes,
of course,
as you are selling the machine and you are getting
no, this is
promoted,
too much
and all this
money
money
there
begin to
inside
come,
it.
begin to come to your account. That's it. Thank you, ma'am.
Over money
Okay.
there this place.
Okay, thank you very much. I really like the business. You know, once he has something that doesn't is not what's the name? It's not product marketing. It's not
Yes,
product
ma'am.
marketing where I need to start
Is it
like, carrying drug up and down, begging people
not
to
at
come and
all?
buy.
Not at all. Just
This
share your
one,
water.
yes,
Share
that's
your
this
water.
one I'm saying. If I
Yeah,
just
it's
share my water,
fantastic.
you get the testimony. I can
I'm
even
telling you,
make 3.5 million naira a month from water alone.
madam,
Before, uncle.
madam, you can make 100,000 naira on sharing water on daily basis because a lot of people have been in Lagos. So you make a lot of money and you are still selling the machine. You are still making a lot of crazy money. I'm telling you, premium product is a premium business and it's a class business. And it's a business that will take you in high places. You can get a proposal. We have a proposal. You can submit to federal. You can submit to state. You can submit to local government for supplying all kind of ways of moving business. As long as you're a movers, madam, this is the best business for you. I'm telling you. Thank you.
Okay, that's what exactly I was actually looking at. I'm holding a presentation for one or two of these big people I know, you know, holding a presentation for them. This is the kind of thing they would like to buy and keep in their house. A lot of them go to parties and blow 10 million, blow 5 million.
Correct. So buying it is
okay,
not a problem.
I would look into it. I want to get the water myself first. I want to drink it.
No
so
problem.
that like my brother in Lagos now, I want to get the water to him. He's always having malaria. He's always having a dispatch rider.
We can use a dispatch rider.
Yes, yes. I would tell my
Mark choose join the meeting now.
Yes, it's my friend.
Oh, we are finished presentation.
What I'm saying is I would speak to Nancy, or maybe you can help me take the water to him so that he can